intertwining sunshine lines underneath sublime
I guess one of the things I did learn from my dad was that getting a record deal, it was not necessarily a great idea. If you want to express yourself and write a song that means something to you, then you can do it my way and get a lot out of music and hopefully share it with some people. It'll keep you in business so you can do it again, you know. That's all I ever wanted when I started, and I managed to do it so far.
Awake, asleep, alive, but drifting, I fantasize. A lake of deeper light is shifting behind my eyes. A breath, a breeze, a brush of skin, a whisper in the air. A sound I heard with certainty, I expect you there. I thought I saw your shape shifting in the black. I thought that you were back. I try to hear my name, I've listened for a call or anything at all. Radio silence, radio silence. The hum of the night left there singing its fantasies. For some of my sight bereft to see it, and I want to see me reaching out and running all along you everywhere. A touch I felt with ecstasy, I expect you there. I thought I saw your shape dancing in the black. I thought that you were back. I tried to hear my name, I've listened for a call or anything at all. Radio silence, radio silence. I the song of the night left there singing. Radio silence, the voice of nothing left there ringing. dance.
Well, the last time I saw Nick Harper on stage, he sat to the left of me. He had half his head shaved and the other half not shaved after an accident on a tour bus. I looked at him and thought, you're going to have to be a great guitar player to get away with that hairdo. And he got away with the hairdo. He's a great guitar player. He's a great singer, and he's a great songwriter. And he's no relation to Charlie Harper.
Remembering my dad, grabbing hold of my feet, swinging me round. Well, reality sucks and I've got to get away, so I do a little drugs to help me. I'm away from Steven Gerrard on the telly to my black Kawasaki, wine in my wellies and a sack of wacky vacky, and I feel like my dad just gave me an aeroplane, spinning round. Woo! Standing here, flying on the ground. I don't care if I ever come down. Well, I'm riding the waves of a peculiar feeling, 'cause the sun has been shining and the bells are pealing. I'm calling them all 'cause I dream that I can go with my ramshackle tackle and free my libido. And it feels like my dad just gave me an aeroplane, spinning around. Standing here, flying on the ground. I don't care if I ever come down. Aeroplane, aeroplane. When I do my own thing, I ain't got no pigeonhole. Nobody owns me, so I cannot be sold. I'm not a clever dick, I just know what I know, and I know that I know my goal. And I feel like my dad just gave me an aeroplane, spinning around. Standing here, flying on the ground. I don't care if I ever come down. Aeroplane, 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 aeroplane. Thanks very much. Have a great day. Thank you.
He's really rubbish at pool, really awful at chess, and really he can't play the guitar to save his life. Other than that, he's rude, so arrogant you wouldn't believe it. He's like, he tours with us for ages and it's all about him. And I'm just like, basically, at the end of it, I said, Nick, just do one. I can't handle you. Fucking nutcase. Basically, which he actually genuinely is. He's not right, is he?
Nick Harper. No, I can't think of him. What's he play again?
Olympics 2 through 12. Joe Walker. All round Brucking Pratt. Computer expert. Gold medal ninny.
I've kind of known him for so long, I know what he's singing about and I can relate to it. I haven't been there on all of them, but... And he's a brilliant guy all round. He pays well, and Yeah, you better have it back now.
Poor men can hope, but there's not much time. You have the power to banish the poverty, holding their fate. You're living in a movie, but you are only 7 men. Really only 7 men. You are only 7 men, they are nations. Break them some bread for their children. Who are their dreams? Who are their future? Holding their fate. You're living in a movie, but you are only 7 men. Really only 7 men. You are only 7 men, they are nations. Mountains of money, mountains of grain, mountains between you, mountains of shame. Holding their fate. You're living in a movie, but you are only 7 men. Really only 7 men. You are only 7 men, they are nations.
Well, we came here in 1969 up that garden path, and we've got evidence. Hold it right there. Just in case you wanted to know, here we are. That's me, Mum, and William.
Right.
Over by that tree there. So come with me. Indeed. That tree there is the cherry tree. I only wore wellies in those days.
Do you still have the wellies?
Oh yes, they're a bit bigger now. And if you know a song by some bloke called Roy Harper called The Flycatcher, he mentions the cherry tree. I reckon it's probably that one there. Because the flycatcher used to nest round here. So if you come here. Used to nest round about there. There used to be this sort of frame here with a rose growing up it. And that's where the flycatcher was. And inside, of course, we had the chestnut coal-fire sea, which was also part of that song. I haven't written a song about this garden. I think the old man did a rather good job, so I'll leave that to him. Anyway, we should go to the studio because I've got some serious work to do.
Okay. Tell us about the old man. We don't know about the old man.
The old man?
Yeah.
Well, my dad used to live in here. But then he put on weight and he had to move to Ireland where they could fit him in. So it's a shame really we don't see much of him. I can still remember, Dad, are you in? No, fuck off. All right. No, he's gone.
Their doodles on a page, scrawling, meandering, wending their way, joining the dots and the moments to days, windows, arrows, spirals and shapes, endless endeavors, empires and cakes, and I'm just a doodle doing what doodles do. She rules. She rules. She rules my world. Tiny electric people run around my brain, smiling and waving when once they embraced. They don't tend to visit like they did in other days. Happy that she has her way. She rules. She rules. She rules my world. And down
I spent a bit of time out in Ireland with, well, it was while I was recording over there. We used to go and jam in the pub called the KILTY Stone. It was run by a bloke called Martin, who was an absolutely inspirational character. And a lot of the heads, as they were called, used to go down to KILTY Stone and play the guitars. And we used to sit there till the early hours, swapping songs really, and playing on each other's, and generally having a jolly good time. And drinking a bit of Guinness or Murphy's. So I wrote a song for them. There was, it's tied up with religion a bit, because even the irreligious over there are still religious. The Catholic thing is really, the guilt factory has them early, and it's hard to escape. So I hope you find what you're looking for is a sort of spiritual reference really. But I know your heart is in the stone, in the KILTY Stone, in the pub where us humans got on pretty well without God's help.
Smoking, drinking, stretching things beyond where choices after hours flown, slackening strings and etching wings upon our voices, carved in the stone. God's wayward boys and girls, where it never snows, we need love. Your man should know. And I hope you find what you're looking for. I hope you find a home. But I know your heart is in the stone. One last draught of the holy water, himself says so. And see how I miss you is carved in the stone. God's wayward boys and girls, where it never snows, we need love. Your man should know. And I hope you find what you're looking for. I hope you find a home. I hope you find what you're looking for. I hope you find a home. But I know your heart's in the stone.
Songs are about stuff rather than just, well, there's humour in the songs.
Down she lashes like a monsoon.
This is another one from the new album.
Nobody does timing quite like Nick does timing.
And halfway through the song, you think, is this the same song from just now, or is this a totally different song?
Nobody does song structure quite like Nick does song structure.
And 2 minutes later, you're thinking, well, this is sort of almost like a third song in here as well.
And nobody does song structure the same 2 nights running, like Nick doesn't do song structure the same 2 nights running.
Is he sort of making it up as he goes, or has he written all this?
We must build our own temple, preferably with a sound, with some slight amplification. We must listen very hard, because we can barely hear a fucking thing. Of course they're going to ask for their money back. I'll not be able to pay the rent. But if I work on their sympathy enough, it'll be okay.
I get the feeling that, you know, he could well start a song and think, it's like, a bit like going out for a drive and not knowing where you're going. I think most artists, you know, it's like they're going from A to B on their drive. Let's drive from there to there. But with Nick, I feel it's much more getting in the car saying, let's see where it goes.
I followed my father's baggage train to the field of the cloth of gold. Try to lend some honor to the family name on the field of the cloth of gold. Am I to be denied my rightful claim on the field of the cloth of gold? I rested across the valley with the vermin in the stable, about 1,000,000 miles from the ermine and the sable, where the fat king laughs out loud and mocks a sermon at his table at the field of the cloth of gold. Well, I puffed out my chest and I took a look around the field of the cloth of gold. I covered up my crest, but I left my colors unbound in the field of the cloth of gold. You'd never have guessed the amount of mad fools I found on the field of the cloth of gold. There were minstrels and mountebanks and harpers and clowns, cudgel in the air with a riot of a sound, and jousting to the death for a tiny patch of ground on the field of the cloth of gold. So the first day was done as the second day begun. Well, I spent my coin and I had my fun on the field of the cloth of gold. We split a line of elms in the midday sun on the field of the cloth of gold. Well, no one ever said we were there to get anything done on the field of the cloth of gold. I tried my parley with the ladies, so fine and so fair. Their love was all locked up, but there was wine and going spare. And in the end I got blind drunk and they yelled, what the hell is he doing here on the field of the cloth of gold? So the second day was done, with a thumping had the third begun. I was with the Smiths and the Squires from the English shires on the field of the cloth of gold, hoisting the good Sir Knight with their Archimedes wires on the field of the cloth of gold. He's such a heavyweight, it's not just a horse that tires on the field of the cloth of gold. I asked the king for his grace and his mercy, with a waft of his ring and cuff of lace. He turned and cursed me to a pretty French princess, a rosy face and dainty curtsy on the field of the cloth of gold. So the third day was the last the time flew by so. Those days on that field were the best. Yes, 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 let the long flags flutter, let the falcons fly above the field of the cloth of gold. Framed up against a beautiful day's blue sky on the field of the cloth of gold. We must look pretty small from up there, you and I, on the field of the cloth of gold. Spare a thought for the goodly folk chained up by poverty, but king's fortune spent on tournaments can change the way you see. And on the whole, I know where I would rather be, on the field of the cloth of gold. On the field of the cloth of gold.
Yeah, last night was good. London on Saturday, that'll be rocking and steamy and sweaty and greasy and slimy, slightly sleazy, which would be good. Sheffield, that'll be a good one, Boardwalk, and lovely people run that one. And what else? York, that's even more sleazy than the Borderline will be. Sticky floor, black walls, rags hanging off speakers, stuff stuck to the stage that's been there since the place opened in 1643 during the Civil War. I started about 5 or 6 different times. I didn't have to learn from scratch every time, but you know, I was a bit rusty. I went up to London to you know, because the streets were paved with gold, but I didn't have any, and there wasn't any on the pavement. But there was a blackboard with help wanted outside Nodbins, so I went in and got the job immediately, and I was drunk within about an hour, I think, and loved it. And then I remembered. Suddenly I woke up one morning and thought, shit, that was it. Guitar. There it is, in the corner with all the dust.
So how old were you when you first started? It's like about 3 or 4 or something.
There's a picture of me with a ukulele when I'm 2, which I can't remember. I was stoned, man.
And how did this, how did all the tuning come about? Who started that off?
Well, my dad was part of the folk revival movement in the 60s, swinging 60s. And they used to use, you know, alternate tunings that had been passed down through the ages, hermetically sealed. I suppose I just heard the sound that they made on his guitar and thought, ooh, nice. It's not A, D and E, is it? It's a bit more exciting than that. The reason it's so low is because I played with him first, doing gigs, and the guitar, he took the guitar down with his voice as his voice got older, and I was playing sort of lead stuff with him, so I took my guitar down to his, so I could be in the same world, and at the same time I was writing songs. And so I came out of his world into my own world with this hopelessly low, slung guitar. So I had to butcher these guitars and have these massive strings made. There's a piano string on the bottom here. And that's why. All just expediency, really. Not a grandmaster plan or a secret way of the guitar.
Is that what Raikuda's fault then?
He showed me open G, Raikuda, one afternoon at a sound check or something, with his slide in his hand. That's how it's done, sir.
Quality control has failed to sift us out. Head office has not been informed as we leap from the gutter to the hole in the wall. Connections down and the fuse is blown. Something is wrong with the machine as we leap from the twister to the hole in the sky. In the sky. And we're not scared. We're not scared of Karmageddon. 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 I don't really care what happens anymore. Isn't it the same thing in the end? As we leap from the chill zone to the hole on the floor. I'm getting out what I'm putting in. It all comes around in the end. Karma as we leap from the womb to the hose in space. In space. And we're not scared. We're not scared. We're not scared of Karmageddon. 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 As we shake to kiss. Kiss. Kiss, 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 kiss. Apocalypse. And we're not scared. We're not scared. We're not scared. Whoa. Of Karmageddon. 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 Karmageddon.
A lot of songwriters go to the well every day and draw out what they can. With Nick, I get the feeling that he has to have experienced it in his life. There's a lot of abstracts, but there's nothing abstract about the emotion. You know that he's actually gone there and felt it.
It's not so much what he's saying, but the way he says it. I mean, there's the wit.
Some of the things he articulates are just ridiculous, basically. When you just hear something and you just want to double over and go, oh, you know, it's really got you.
And I love the way that he goes through those different abilities of his, you know, the beautiful love song, the picking guitar, to the sort of hardcore loops and mad ranting.
Okay, devil, here we go. Let go of your pickle. What? I said this, let go of your pickle. How can I be holding my fucking pickle when I'm playing the guitar, that's all? What do you mean playing the guitar? I'm playing the guitar. No, I'm playing the guitar, okay? No, I'm playing the guitar. Have you seen the posters? No, me neither. But anyway, there is one, apparently, and it's got me on it. No, that's me! No, it's me, honestly. No, it's me. Anyway, no, you sounded like me then. Yes, I know, I'm sorry.
Play something else. Another tune. Another tune.
I can't. I'll try and get off when I come round. Okay, I'll stop now. This will be the last one. I promise.
I think the opportunities for people like Nick or people starting out are far fewer and further between with major labels.
With a label you have more money, so you get better publicity. But then there's all the risk, there's the fickle nature of the market, there's people making their return for their outlay and stuff.
You can do it punk, you know, with your own little website, in your own little world, on the fringes of nowhere.
I think that there are plenty of people like Nick who exist outside of the music business and continue to work very well and do their thing and live and make great music that people love and that touches them in all sorts of ways.
I mean, I reached the same decision as Nick, but coming from a totally different place. For me, you know, I'd been on a major label for 18 years and I just got absolutely sick of it. You know, airbrush photos, and we were A&R to death on our last album on a few songs, and I got a single into the top 30, and it felt totally fraudulent to me. I didn't want to go there, so I've been in that independent world now for 8 years, and I've been the happiest I've been ever in my entire life. But that comes from a period of, you know, success. That comes from, you know, having been there, and now I'm there. But there is fine for me. The brilliant thing about Nick is that he's there too, but he's not, you know, he never had that bedrock of success to lean on. You know, he has built what he's got for himself totally up from nothing.
He's really willed himself into this incredible well, songwriter, guitarist and singer, and on all those three fronts he can give anyone a run for their money, you know.
Unfortunately, I don't have any insults, apart from maybe he could do with a proper haircut.
The story of Johnny begins at the least best side of town, where the deficiency, achievement and ethical disorientation trends are never down, where the involuntarily undomiciled promote non-discretionary fragrances, poo, a suboptimal domain, where there is frequent failure to fulfill one's wellness potential. Johnny is circumstantially challenged. Johnny's girl Janet had a fake baked bleach top made up she was pretty, but differently logical she succumbed to the lure of plastic lips and titties. But the surgeon in truth was an absent client of the correctional system, and the alternative body image op he performed was an incomplete success. Janet experienced negative patient care outcome. But while surfing the channels in potato chip flannels to lose the sorrow and forget tomorrow, his attention alights on a straight-talking man, recruiting the policeman of the world. Johnny becomes a peacekeeper. Now counterfactual propositions of this pastime abound, but cerebrally challenged like Johnny are very often found to respond to the non-pacifistic pursuits, such as servicing targets in camouflage suits. But after training, our protagonist glides in to engage the enemy on all sides, until accidental delivery of ordnance equipment results in energetic disassembly from friendly fire. Johnny is terminally inconvenienced. Johnny is rendered non-viable. Johnny, poor Johnny, Johnny is dead.
These are from like the 80s.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Kid stuff. Ah, here's my first novel. The Hum. I never got very far with it, but I had it all planned out. It was going to be fantastic. I just realised that I was a shit writer. I was only 18. Anyway, I'll read it again one day. It's a science fiction tale about music controlling people's minds. See where I was going with that. This one didn't make it. Wine, Women and Wrong. Breakfast. Old style sour mash. Marvellous all day breakfast. Good start, that. That one didn't make it. Onto the album. Big Jim and the Twins. There it is.
No way.
Looks like 3 versions. There's another one that didn't make it. Writing songs was all everything for me. My escape. My having fun time. Still is.
My little masterpiece, made by my love and me, soundtrack and life, a living melody. Now we have begun, we will never cease. You're the only one, my little masterpiece. Down the valley easy goes, where the buttercups tickle your feet, where your time and my time meet. Once upon a time I cut my finger on a red rose rambler, and the petal-colored blood flowed onto the green grass of home, and the little girl plays in her grandmother's garden. Oh my, how that blood has flowed. All the love in the world comes tumbling down, all about her. She's got that touch. Oh, I love that pretty little girl so much. My little masterpiece. made by my love and me. My smile is hers. It isn't hard to see. And even at the end, we will never cease. My little friend, my little masterpiece. Oh, we go, life is sweet. The dead have come alive. The circle is complete. Generations of kissing and kissing, loving and dreaming. For when she came, for when she came, all the love in the world comes tumbling down. All about her, she's got that touch. Oh, I love that pretty little girl so much. Once upon a time, I cut my finger on a red rose rambler, and the petal-colored blood flowed onto the green grass. Oh, and the little girl plays in her grandmother's garden. Whoa, my, how that blood has flowed. Oh, the love in the world comes tumbling down. All about her, she's got that touch. Oh, I love that pretty little girl. So much.
I don't know how hard he hits the guitar, but he seems to hit the guitar harder than anybody I've ever known. I imagine if George Foreman or Smoking Joe Fraser played guitar, they'd play it like that.
There's this picture of me playing a ukulele at the age of 2. Right? How did that happen? I didn't buy it. I couldn't. I didn't get pocket money till I was...
Teaching you to be Hendrix at the time.
Is that what happened, really?
Yeah.
Honest answer?
Yeah.
Can you see your fingers? You were actually teaching me to bite the guitar, because I still do that, you know, for a living now.
Yeah. 1 second he's sounding like, you know, Pete Townsend driving his guitar, and then you get some Robert Plant vocals, and then you get sort of acoustic punk. I mean, I've heard of thrash metal, but I think it's the first time I've heard of thrash acoustic.
Thank you for inviting me to the party on the messed up tree with the species running planet 3. I'm a baby in this world, but I'm gonna climb much higher. By my rocket comes an incredible fire. On the table are some custard creams, jelly wobble, cheesy football things, hundreds and thousands of lazy dreams, and I'm running in the sun, but I never seem to tire. By my rocket comes an incredible fire. Now I'm walking to another place. Now my timeline I can just retrace. I walk towards me, I see my crater face, looking at her then, burning with desire. By my rocket comes an incredible fire. Pan the camera to another scene, another baby, another family, another snapshot, another time to see that some dreams have come true, and to some I still aspire. 'Cause by my rocket comes an incredible fire. Oh, baby girl, nobody lives forever. Everybody takes turn. You gotta rip it up, try to keep it together. A midlife cyclist went down the gym 1 week. I watched the big fight, Atkins v. Bailey. Then my hair went south, sprouted out the rest of me, and I rage as the wheels fall off, and I'm left with this spare tire. By my rocket comes an incredible fire. Now I'm an elder, ego's had his day. Now I listen to fools like me hold sway. It's still funny, just like yesterday. So I still play all night long, and I'm the last to Bedfordshire. By my rocket comes an incredible fire. Well, now the fiction and the fantasy cross the circle with reality, all the way from here to infirmity. And I hope I don't explode, but happily expire. But by my rocket comes an incredible fire. Nobody lives forever. Everybody takes turn. You gotta rip it up, try to keep it together. Whoa! Thank you for inviting me to the party on the messed up tree with the speed. cliches, running Planet 3. And I hope that when I'm done, they'll say my spec up just inspired, and that by my rocket came an incredible fire. Woo-hoo!
I tried so many times to sort of explain what it is. It's a classic thing. People come up to me because of my job, and you know, they ask you about things that are coming up, and they say, Nick Harper, so what type of music is that then? And you can't, it's not possible to say. It's everything all at once.
He's got runs a whole range of the sensitive, romantic stuff.
And then to go into a total crazed rant about Bush or whatever he's angry about at the time.
And it appears quite sort of single-minded, and I like that, really. He's got something to say, and he says it.
He's part of a tradition, I guess, which from the early 60s, there's a continuum, I think, of that type of protest, but protest with intelligence and protest with humanity and honesty.
Stop buying a friend for a fence to mend, a drink to share, and an ear to lend. But he told me a story I wish I'd never been told, of you and your wicked garden that choked out the light, turned every day into darkness and night, and an innocent flower reaching for the sun that only felt cold. Well, they took the dark away, but still no blue to this day. And I can sympathize with the murder in his eyes as his fist crushed the air, and we visualized your doom. And if I were you, I'd believe it when he says what he says he's gonna do. You better look over your shoulder. Answered the call, knows revenge is a dish best not served at all. But gods and philosophers can speak of control. If my dreams were broken and my heart ripped open, I'd utter the words I wished always unspoken, and I'd let my blood run cold. Take the dark away and let her blue one day So you see, I can sympathize with the murder in his eyes as his fist crushed the air and we visualized your doom. And if I were you, I'd believe that when he says he's gonna do, you better look over your shoulder. 'Cause one day it's the end of the line. Before the natural time, she will have sunshine. She will have sunshine. Will she blue? Let her blue. Will she blue? She must
There's a hole at this end, there's a hole at that end, and it goes through this hole first, and into that hole there, we wind. The tension builds and builds and builds until halfway through the show when they snap.
I couldn't change a string if you gave me 4 hours and an instruction manual, and he can do it while he's singing and playing.
Anybody else would just reach for a spare guitar or flounce off and say, you know, oh, you'll stop the song.
Using a deft sleight of hand replaces the string while still playing or singing or holding a long note.
Love is music.
I think it's an accident that happened once, which worked so well, and it shows he's damn good at restringing his guitar while still singing a cappella.
So the string break becomes part of the act and part of the song, rather than when I break a string, it's like, oh, that twat's breaking another string.
He'll just take it off, carry on singing, carry on playing, and there'll be an intake of breath from the audience.
Music is love, 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 music is love.
The string changes in the middle of whatever song and it just becomes a part of that song as though it's been choreographed to do it.
It's marvellous. I love it. I sit there waiting, hoping he's going to break a string.
That's showing off as well, really, isn't it? I think so.
Music is love, music is love, music is love.
I think he just stuck to one chord and played it with one hand. I suppose he must have done while changing the string with the other.
I don't know how he actually manages it.
He just sings on his own, tuning up, string it up.
Twangs it up, thrashes the guitar to stretch the strings as it doesn't keep going out of tune for the rest of the evening. And we're back.
Good show.
Never seen anything like it.
Quite how deliberately when he breaks the string, whether it's like, oh, it's time for a string break. Or not, I don't know. But then he does bash the fuck out of his guitar, doesn't he? Poor little thing.
Calling all nations to unite and do everything in their power to defeat these terrorist killers. Now watch this drive. The poodle and the chimpanzee have set up a brand new company. They call it Terra Firma. With a righteous wrath to make it clear, they're gonna turn up the heat to wind up there and it'll be okay. Fill up the Bombay, fill up the Bombay, fill up the Bombay, fill up the Bombay, fill up the Bombay. How can I be happy with you in my song? How can I be happy when you are where you don't belong? From a gene or two away, a special friend has come to play. From Terra Firma, from an imaginary menagerie, the beast of Newfoundland has got to wait a little bit. Okay, fill up the Bombay, fill up the Bombay, fill up the Bombay, fill up the Bombay, fill up the Bombay. How can I be happy
I must say I am heavily influenced by your facial hair, but you seem to have managed to capture that sort of suave, debonair, elder statesman look without too much worry. So, is it true you've been having sex with my mother? Well, are the rumours true?
He's just got something different, something unique that I don't think anybody else can really touch on.
Instead of it being a series of songs, it's an emotion being delivered in one go. And it's just beautiful.
It involves you, you know what I mean? You can't go to a Nick Harper gig without getting involved.
He does what he does, no one else can do that.
What I like about him isn't necessarily the brilliant guitar playing, isn't necessarily the superb voice, isn't the amazing way he holds an audience, it's the fact that there's emotional truth in everything that he does.
You're not going there just to see a polished performance lip-synced. You go there and the whole thing is a bit like walking a tightrope.
Well, he's just fearless. He's a maniac, you know.
There's the craziness there. I mean, he definitely gets that from his dad.
Nick Harper's been a big influence on me. Ever since he was 3 or 4 years old and used to specialise in jumping into puddles just as people were passing him. I was highly influenced by things like that.
Leaves on vines entwined at the kissing gate.
It's only pop songs, you know, folk songs. It's only 3 minutes of nothing, you know, going out into the ether.
I've been talking to my imaginary friend more than anything. She is positivity, someone who's always helpful. I know that's not living how it is, but how I'd like it to be. But all I ever do is dream. All I ever do is dream that you are here with me. And when I need my imaginary friend more than anything, she reaches to me and teaches me to be someone I like. I know that's not living how it is, but how I'd like it to be. But all I ever do is dream. All I ever do is dream that you are here with me. Imaginary friend, stronger than anything. I'll be singing for you just when you need me to. Isn't it an incredible thing? But all I All I ever do is dream. All I ever do is dream.
That's a wrap.